Welcome. I want to take a look at how to trade Citigroup and Goldman Sachs stock. They just produced earnings for the fourth quarter. Goldman, first of all, it's come out with earnings per share at $5.08, above the $4.84 estimates. Trading revenue also better at $3.6 billion, looking for a $3.28 billion number there. The full year revenue, the full number rather, I should say, for the fourth quarter, $8.17 billion against $7.7 billion. And operating expenses were the lowest since 2008. This is a key metric for investors. But interesting enough, when you look at the chart and you see what's happened, going into today's trade, this is the daily chart and it's all sessions on the IG platform, which means it's currently live, still with an hour to go before Wall Street gets underway. This is today's candle. Yesterday we saw a big drop in earnings ahead of these figures, in the stock price ahead of these figures out today. The daily chart showing us here at $234.57. If we look at the hourly chart, you can see the immediate reaction was for a big pullback in the stock, and then it came back up again to where it is now. This second hour after these numbers, here we are now down again for Goldman Sachs. So looking relatively negative. But the trajectory had already been set on a daily chart. So potentially here looking for support at these sort of levels. So $234. We got support coming in at the green line here, which is the 50-day moving average at $227.31. And that's the first point to watch out for. Why has this stock gone all the way down? Well, I guess part of it is the fact that since we've had the elections in November, where you can see this low point being hit down at around about 169 dollars a share. It's this big rise up in these banking stocks, not just Goldman Sachs, but a lot of them. And my part of the expectation is here that the numbers are going to follow through with some big beefy figures as well. Yes, they were better than expected, but perhaps maybe not as much as had been expected. So Goldman Sachs at the moment, at least looking a little bit weaker. Citigroup, let's take a look at what's been happening there. Earnings per share, $1.14. We've been looking for $1.12. Revenue, it was just shy of expectations at $17 billion. We've been looking for a number just a little bit over that. The equity desk trading revenue, though, was a little bit of a negative surprise, $694 million against estimates of $708 million. Looking at the stock of Citigroup all sessions, now you can see that the pattern overall has been a little bit different. The trajectory has not been as steep. The rise has not been as steep as for the other banks like Goldman Sachs and Bank of America, which we've seen last week. Citigroup has been a little bit more apprehensive in this run-up for the stock since the election back in November last year. And it's already started to turn lower, and it's had 3 or 4 days now of negative trade. And here we are now down again today, even after these numbers. Yes, there's a couple of negative figures here to watch out for the Citigroup stock. This is the hourly chart. Going into this number, we saw a relatively hefty drop, and here we are now at $58.03 a share. Just going back to the daily chart, we've got a better idea as to where this stock is going. In fact, in today's session, it has already hit the 50-day moving average, which is going to act as support for today's trade. Now, if we get a daily close below that, then this is now then looking negative. You can see the stochastics had already been turning down, as indeed is the case for the MACD, following this drop that we got in the stock. But it looks potentially as though there might be some further declines to come. But do watch out for the daily trade below that green line, which is the 50-day moving average. So a couple of stocks to watch when Wall Street gets underway in about an hour's time.